Hi guys, welcome to another week of English. I miss you, I miss class, but I really love hearing from all of you. So it helps me get through my week, and I really appreciate it. Let's do some housekeeping stuff first. So two things. So the teachers and school and like Andrew Christopherson, we've all been working on figuring out exactly what the rest of our year is going to look like. So just so you know, and lots of you were concerned about bridging and things like that, we are getting into committees, figuring out our plan, and we should be releasing some of the details of those plans over the next 2 weeks. Um, so bridging is one of those things. We're going to have 3 weeks of, including this week. So after this, 2 more weeks. So 3 weeks of kind of regular class time. And then we're going to do activities related to our student led conferences. I know you guys are super excited about that. And then finally, we will be having 2 weeks of a project time. And we'll talk more about what your project time could be. I'm on the committee for project time specifically. And so I have some ideas about what that could look like. But we'll I'll talk about that when we get to talking about our writing, because it will definitely involve that in some measure. So okay, so this week's work. We are going to continue a lot of the same things we've been doing. I think we've gotten into a pretty good rhythm, and I don't really want to mess it up. So we are going to look at a couple of things. Number one, I'm going to send you a greeting, and I have a prompt for you that I can't remember right now. But I asked you a question, and my brain is freezing on what that question is. Oh, it's about helping. So, what are you doing to help around your house, to help your family? Just by being home, you're helping. By following the rules that we're all supposed to, we're all helping. So, tell me what you've been doing. And if you would like to do more or you have an idea, you can put that. So, that's our greeting. Continue to send me your reading log. So, and, if you lost track of your reading log or whatever, I don't really care. Just tell me what you're reading. You can even put it in a note. I like the reading log. It helps me see some things about what you're doing. But more importantly, I think is to read 20 minutes at least every other day to just practice that, get out of your head a little bit. So yeah, keep reading. And then we are going to continue our assessing media units through these last 3 weeks. I was going to kind of cut it off, but we will continue it. And this week we're going to look at why. Why do we believe things that aren't true? How do we do this? Like, what in our brain allows us to not make sense? Because that was the biggest question you guys had when we kind of started this unit, and we had that one article that was really about how this is happening and how teenagers couldn't tell the difference. And actually, when you look later, you guys are actually better than other people, so than older people. So that's scary, I think. um, so what makes that? How in our brains are we able to make sense of these things that really don't make sense? So you'll have an article about that, and it has a psychological term, illusory something something. I made that assignment at the beginning of the week, and now I can't remember, but it's really interesting. So we're going to have a discussion. So annotate the article and then add. There are questions if you would prefer to just do that. Okay, then you have your big work, which is to continue writing. Some of you attended one or two of the meetings we had last week. So, and the first one would just apply to all writing and about really focusing in on detail of one singular thing in order to bring kind of light to the truth of all things. And that PowerPoint is up on the classroom. The second one was all about capstone, what the expectations are. So we have 3 weeks left. If you want to pursue the capstone research paper, we'll continue that through the end of the year, and you can come and be in my group for the project time. If you just pursue, like writing is a process, and it would be nice to finish up things before the end of the year, but if we don't get there, we don't get there. So we're going to work really through these next 3 weeks. Just keep sending me a piece of writing that you've either edited or something new because you moved on from the last one. And you can move on because you feel like it's finished, or you can move on because you're like sick of it, or you found something that you want to do more. That's fine. If you want to come on this capstone journey, I did give you the materials for that last week. I'm going to give you materials about the note cards this week, and that's really going to be your big work, is doing the research this week if you are doing the capstone. And remember, that's an option. It is not required. I really encourage you though, because it will show and practice those skills that are really important as you go into high school and later on as you go into university, which is citation and research writing. And part of the reason I emphasize those so much is I feel like that is the thing that I had to learn more than anything when I got to college. And I had to teach myself that because I wasn't taking classes that taught it. You're just kind of pushed in there. So the capstone, continue to work on that if that's your option. Otherwise, just send me some writing. We're getting on 7 minutes here, which is too long for a greeting. I don't know how many of you watch these anyway, but whatever. So take care of yourselves. I hope you are well. If there's anything I can do, let me know. Like I said, if you want a meeting with me, I am happy to go over things individually with you. So if something isn't making sense to you and you want it to make sense, just let me know and we'll arrange a meeting. If you need to talk, let me know. We'll arrange a meeting. And I know that all your other teachers and people like Anka and Andrew Christofferson even are willing to do that as well. So we all miss you. I hope you enjoyed the care package that Amy Austin put together this week, which was super cool. And check out the online journal. It's in the weekly last week, and then I put it somewhere in our stuff. And then you don't need a password if you do it through MyLink. But it's in the weekly. If you want to contribute things, please do. Have a good week. Take care. See you later.